I'm going to pick one of those four that are not in one of those four, and I want to talk about James Cook.
There you go.
He literally got tanked already. We're halfway through his rookie year, and they're trading real assets to go and get a freaking running back to replace this guy. 6 weeks into his rookie year, 8 weeks into his rookie year. How many weeks are we in? Week 8?
Week 8. It's pretty embarrassing.
That's so bad. And you took him in the first round of Dynasty drafts.
In a handful of Dynasty leagues, people traded their 23 first-round pick to go into the 22 first at the late first to get James Cook. People were like, I will forego the 23 first round to get James Cook now. I need James Cook now. I need James Cook.
I can't wait to see what people are going to pay for Nyheim Hines now that he's in this high-powered offense.
James Cook went at the 103 in my home Dynasty draft.
He went at 104 in mine. Because my home Dynasty league doesn't draft until like August.
So same as ours.
Peak, like I used to think that you can make so much money on drafting in May because like only the sharps know what's going on.
No, August is where you want to be.
August is way better because only the sharps know what's going on, and you get these fucking ADPs that are just outrageously bad.
Yeah, I mean, because Jamar Chase was at the 109 in our home league rookie draft last year because it was the end of August and he couldn't catch a ball, so he went at the 109. But Jim Cook went at the 103 this year. James Cook is like dead before he even lived, which is pretty wild. It honestly, like, I feel bad for him because they literally drafted another running back who plays the exact same, or traded for another running back that plays the exact same role that he does, and they never even give him a chance to fail in that role. Like, it wasn't like they gave him a chance to be their passing down back and he was bad. They just I guess saw him in practice. They're like, nah wave. Like, they just nah waved James Cook entirely and they went out and got Nyheim Hines. It's also, I will say, like, it is just super strange. What is the Bills' obsession with finding a dump-off repository? Like, it's not that important of a position. Like, I promise you, it's really cool when you have an actual running back who also catches passes really well, because that creates, like, versatility. That's also for an offense. You know what's, like, a position that does not matter? Is like the situational passing satellite back. It's not an important position. Honestly, I think if anything, it's like bad that NFL teams even use them because it just telegraphs the plays of their team. I would rather play a less good pass catching back on pass downs because it potentially tells the other team we might run the ball. So I think they're still better to use not that guy. They are freely available. I mean, you could assign Dontrell Hilliard for nothing. They already have Duke Johnson. Literally, what is the difference between any of these guys and Duke Johnson? Like, he's on their practice squad, just chilling. He's the same guy as these people, but yet they like were so set on this. Like, they wanted to sign J.D. McKissic to like real money, and then J.D. McKissic, like, Washington was like so scared of losing fucking J.D. McKissic that they're like, you have to come back, so we'll make you our third string running back by week 8. And then Buffalo was like, oh no, we lost J.D. McKissic. We lost this converted wide receiver from Arkansas State who's never done anything to contribute to offensive success. We must now spend a round 2 pick on James Cook, who probably they could have drafted in round 4. And they were like, we have to get this guy because our offense just cannot function. Our best offense in the league cannot function without a piece that we've never had. We've never thrown to running backs, but our offense simply can't function if we can't dump off to some loser running back who's 190 pounds on third down. How will we function? And then they finally got this guy. And in the summer, they were like, no, we're not going to use him. We're going to use Zach Moss. And then they found out what they found out every year, which is that they try to use Zach Moss. And they're like, oh man, Zach Moss, he sucks. And it's like, yeah, you knew that the other years that you tried to use Zach Moss, who always sucked. And then they finally used James Cook this week against Green Bay, and he was like good. He like caught a ball like 40 yards down the field, and he like made people miss. And they're like, no, we can't do it. This guy might be a real running back potentially. We need Nyheim Hines. we need to get this guy. It is insane. I don't understand. Like, the Bills are such a smart organization, and they have an absolute complex with these satellite backs. It's wild.
Can I be honest? Something that we didn't put on this show sheet that is like the most impactful of all of these running back moves is free Jonathan Taylor, man. Like,
yeah. That's a 2-minute drill now.
15% target share just freed up out of that backfield. Like, right. Jonathan Taylor's probably going to play in all downs with no breathers at this point. And
he no longer has to lead block on their Wildcat goal line plays.
I mean, well, hey, you know what? It could be Zach Moss's role. Maybe this trade was actually orchestrated by the Colts. They're like, hey, Nyheim, you're nothing. Zach Moss, though.
No, Nyheim Hines asked to be traded.
Come on in, Zach. Let's go. And they're going to
Hines asked out, and the Colts obliged.
What's that?
Hines asked out of the organization. And the
Colts I'd ask out too. They're giving all the carries to this non-generational running back when they have Nyheim Hines.
That's what they should be using Nyheim Hines.
But like seriously, like the ceiling that we were always like, I don't know if it's ever going to happen for Jonathan Taylor. Like it could happen now. Like there's a projectable path here where he's Joe Mixon but good, and that's really exciting.
Right. Well, and he's Joe Mixon but playing on pass downs. Right. Like there's no Samaj P. Ryan.
Yeah.
Because Samaj P. Ryan plays all the same situations Nyheim Hines does. It's just that he's so bad that we don't actually know that he plays. Like you have to watch the games to see that Samaj P. Ryan's on the field because they never feature him. But he is on the field.
He's like Ezekiel Elliott pre Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I mean Taylor could play. Taylor might play like 95% snap rate.
Yeah,
that's like play. Like pretty awesome.
People are down on Jonathan Taylor right now. I actually just traded one of my Jamar Chases, which was like the best pick I've ever made. And I got Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman Jr. in that trade. Yeah. So I just went all in on the Colts offense because of course I did.
You got it.
Let's go. And I got Jonathan Taylor, my one Jonathan Taylor copy in all of the land. And now I'm excited because they just increased the ceiling exponentially by shipping Nyheim Hines off to Buffalo, where the thing that really bothers me about this and the Buffalo Bills' obsession with their third down pass catching back is they have freaking Jonathan Taylor, man. Or not Jonathan Taylor. They got Josh Allen.
Right.
They got Josh Allen's not going to throw. If you are taking Josh Allen,
or should he?
Your third down running back at 0 ADOT, you're an idiot. Don't do that.
Right. I mean, it's like the things that Josh Allen does well. Throwing downfield bombs to Gabe Davis, throwing everywhere on the field to Stephon Diggs, throwing exclusively touchdowns to Dawson Knox, running dudes over on third down when nothing's there. Like when nothing's there, the check down for Josh Allen is not, I'm going to throw it to my puny little running back. It's, oh yeah, I'm a literal Buffalo and I will stampede over linebackers and convert first downs myself. It's so silly.
I've never heard him be called a Buffalo before.
He runs like an actual buffalo. Like he's
just a giant monster who runs over people. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So silly from the Bills. I mean, whatever. It's a 6th round pick, so I shouldn't beat them too much. But it is legitimately funny that James Cook is just over. What would be the most you would spend for James Cook? Like so I will say this: James Cook is probably super dead for life, but he is technically a rookie. 2nd round pick playing on the Bills, and even if he's never anything, that still has some sort of latent market excitement to it. I think that may reappear one day. I don't know. I'm gonna sell my Benjamins for James Cook. That's what I'm gonna try.
So what does that equal in draft picks? Are you giving up a third for this?
No, I'm not giving up a third. I'm giving up Benjamin.
I'm not giving up a third. I'm gonna take my 3rd round pick. I'm gonna draft a day 3 running back next year, and next year's draft it's gonna have a better shot of producing than James Cook.
Yes, I'm not moving my thirds. I would move if I've
clinched.
If I've clinched a buy and my third is going to be at the absolute earliest 3-9, I will move that third for James Cook, maybe, but probably not.
Maybe
because I can just draft. I was drafting Greg Dulcich there, and he's a lot better than James Cook. So
I feel like we often get players that are not good fantasy producers, but they get some hype and you can cash them out for a second.
Right. I mean, look at the 3rd round of this year. You could have easily cashed out, or at least in some leagues, Brian Robinson rose to round 2 pick value. Romeo Doubs rose to round 2 pick value. Greg Dulcich is now round 2 pick value. Tyler Algier, I don't know where he's at, but he might be round 2 pick value, or at least close-ish. Maybe close. At the very least, you could do Algier plus a 3 for a 2, something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's better bets in the universe than James Cook. I mean, people got excited about Zamir White for a week solely because the real player on the team played in the Hall of Fame game. People were trading 2nd round picks for Zamir White. He's the worst running back prospect ever.